Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host Eben, and tonight is another exciting cold flow test. We got our MOTUL 8100 X-Max. This is your 0W-40, and this is our first 100% synthetic we're putting up against AMSOIL, our very first 100% synthetic. I said it. Going up against our AMSOIL European Classic 0W-40. Both the same viscosity, same specifications. Let's do it. Negative 44. Negative 48. Here we go. Let's do it. All right, if you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. That really helps out the channel. There's a lot of resources that go into getting these products and a lot of time invested into research. And I want to personally thank everyone that was a part of recommending we do this oil. This was an awesome cold flow challenge, and it's great to see France makes a really high quality motor oil. Well, let's take a look at the behind the scenes footage. Hey, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Give you a little behind the scenes real quick. Our temps, after we poured it, we got our MOTUL. Negative 42. Negative 44, 46. So this was just a little bit cooler because it was closer to the jet. And now for the behind the scenes footage. We got here our MOTUL, and this is our 8100 X-Max. And this meets and exceeds all your European specs. You'll see your Fiat, your Porsche A spec. You got your VW and Mercedes Benz, and you got your stamp of approval. So this is a big deal motor oil from France, and really, really cool. To see everything they do, and I've heard a lot of great things about this oil, and I tell you what, I'm jumping out of my sneakers to see what happens here. So here's your up close crack. Let's see if we can. Ooh, she's a toughie, huh? Ooh, it's got some sort of ratcheting cap or some shit. Oh, all right. So we pull that, and now we can probably crack her loose. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Wow. Huh. Yank on her a little bit. Wow. So the cap comes out of the middle. Holy cow. And it unthreads off the top. Wow. Oh my God. And now it's got a pour spout. And now we come in and we yank. Here we go. And there it is. Wow, that's an interesting bottle. That's really cool. Give it a try. Here we go. It's a little gulpy. You got to be careful. But it does pour well, and if you didn't have a funnel, that is pretty good, I guess. But it does gulp out a little bit. It's a little bit gulpy. And now for our European, and this is our AMSOIL 100% synthetic. And this meets and exceeds your Volkswagen specs, your Mancentas beans, 29, 20 in the 0.3. You got your BMW Long Life 01 and your Porsche A-Spec. And this right here is the very liquid gold, should I say this one, is the very liquid gold I have in my car. And this one is full SAPS, which stands for sulfur, ash, and phosphorus, which are a lot of anti-wear additives. Now these are both almost the same. This one has the extra anti-wear packages, and this is the older label. Now this is the newer label, which says 100% synthetic on it, and it's got all the specs on it, which are pretty much identical to this one, but this one has the extra cold flow additives. So we're going to give you the up close crack. This bottle's about a year old, and we'll give you an up close. And there she is. Here we go. Let's let the liquid gold flow. Woo! Gives you a rush. Woo! Woo! Gave me butterflies. Also wanted to mention, check out the engine flush I did on my personal car, the synthetic oil protection machine, aka the SL550. Check out that video up here. And also, if you want to try these products, you can actually get them right through my link down in the description section below. When you use my link, I'll get the credit for your order, and then I would be your AMSOIL dealer. So if you ever had any questions, I can always answer your questions on the product anytime. And I also wanted to mention the 6-month PC membership, where you can get these at about $33 off on a $100 order. So if you think of spending $100, you'd actually save $33 with difference in tax. So that'll save you a ton of money as a PC member. So my links are all down there in the description section. If you're on a laptop, desktop, click show more. If you're on a smartphone, hit the reverse down arrow. You'll see everything there. And you know what else we got to do? It's like the scary movie. In a scary movie, at one time, the killer always comes back to life. You just never know when it's going to happen. Go ahead and slap that thumbs up button if you love this content. Give it a good slap. That helps out the channel. Hey, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Go ahead and tap this little button, and then you're going to see the notification bell. You're going to go in here, you're going to allow it all the settings in the badge. You're going to go back and you're going to click this bell, and you'll hit all notifications. That way you'll get a notification when I publish my next video. That way you can leave a comment on any of my videos within the first 3 hours, and I randomly select people for the end of month giveaway. We give $100 gift cards away, all kinds of stuff. So we'll see you at the last Saturday of the month at the giveaway. And now I wanted to mention what makes these motor oils such a big deal. Now, what makes them such a big deal is these are 100% synthetic. So if you think of these little teeny round molecules, they're almost the exact same size, same shape. They're not refined out of the ground. They're actually built molecules where they actually adjust the way the molecular structure is to make them all almost the same. And the carbon doesn't stick to these molecules the same way, so it doesn't thick up and sludge. So 100% synthetic, and MOTUL is 100% synthetic. And I've heard a lot of great things about it. It says it right there in the bottle. So if you don't see that 100% synthetic, you're actually getting a synthetic blend. And it's actually a really weird thing that they did years ago, but basically they can call a full synthetic when it's only 25% synthetic or more. So if you go back and look at these other cold flow videos, you're gonna see how different they are, and you're gonna see just the way these oils hold up, especially when you drive your car, which we're getting ready to do a 15,000 mile oil analysis on my personal car. And I'm gonna go ahead and quick show you that. It's right here. That's my personal car right here, the SL550. And that's right, that car is coming up on a 15,000 mile oil change. So you're gonna wanna subscribe, tap that notification bell. You're gonna wanna come back and see that test on my car, 110 degree summer days here in Las Vegas, 15,000 miles about 600, 700 idling hours on this oil. And we actually did the oil analysis at 5,000 miles. We did it at 10,500, and now the next one's going to be at 15,000 on the same oil change. The only thing we did was change the oil filter twice, and that keeps the particles out of the oil, which you don't want in floating around your oil. So we got this 100% synthetic, and this is what the mineral oil would more or less look like. You got all these jagged shapes, jagged sizes, and they just don't flow as good, and they're more volatile, so they burn off, they thicken, they sludge, all that type of stuff. So we're going to take our molecules and give you a little idea. If you roll 100% synthetic, look how that rolls. Now look how this rolls. Barely rolls. So it's a lot tougher and a lot better to have the 100% synthetic molecules. You have much less wear in your engine, which is engine protection. And you also have a lot of other great cold flow additives. Now I wanted to mention another thing on engine flushes. If you haven't tried the AMSOIL engine flush yet, I highly recommend you give it a try. This is a cleaner that actually thins out the oil, gets rid of sticky lifters, sticky rings. And speaking of quiets lifters, we have a Christmas miracle video, unbelievable, back about a week and a half ago on Josh's Escalade. Check that video out up here in the corner. Amazing video showing just what the engine flush combo with the power foam can do. It's a mind blower. So I highly recommend this if you're getting your toes wet with AMSOIL. As far as price, this I got through some sort of online thing. It was a mother to get this sucker. I'm thinking with shipping, it was like $22. I think just the oil was, $15 a quart, I think. I really can't remember. I was doing so much shopping online. I bought a bunch of other oils, but I think it's about $15 a quart. And the AMSOIL is actually quite a bit less than free. And I say that because you save fuel mileage over the course of your oil change interval. The oil doesn't thicken when you run this oil, like the other oil. You have less parasitic drag on your crankcase, so you're going to get better gas mileage. Your motor's going to last longer. You're going to have better cold start protection. So everything exponentially adds up and makes it such a big deal. And if you want to see the full technical bulletin on this product, go right on ahead and click the reverse down arrow over here. Click that sucker. If you're on a smartphone or a laptop or a desktop, you're going to see show more. The words show more. Click on that. You go down. Click on one of my links, you'll go to the AMSOIL website, you'll see the product description on this product, and you'll see the technical bulletin, the cold flow, all that stuff's all there. And we're going to go ahead and throw in our oil, and then we're going to be doing our Regency next, which is one that we've had a lot of people asking for. And we're going to just slap her in, get her on in here. Go. And now we're on to our Regency, which is another oil that is made in Germany. So this one's going to be coming up next. So if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe. And that video on the Regency is going to be right here when we do the video. If you want to see more cold flow tests, check out these videos here, and we will see you back next time right here on Synthetic Oil Protection. Cheers to protection, protection, protection.